Alright, Taurus, I need to pull these cards for you, because something massive is brewing in your energy right now. And honestly, when I laid out this spread, the intensity just hit me immediately. We are talking about gold and honey coming your way, but also some brutal truths that need to surface first. So let me just dive right in, because these cards are not playing games with you. The first card I pulled is Queen of Wands and Taurus. This is you stepping into this incredible power phase. I am seeing you transform into this magnetic force that people cannot ignore anymore. This queen energy is all about confidence that comes from deep within, not the fake surface level stuff, but real, authentic power. You have been through some situations that tried to dim your light, and honestly, you probably felt smaller than you actually are for way too long. But this Queen of Wands is showing me that you are done with that chapter completely. The way this energy is presenting itself tells me you are about to walk into rooms and spaces with your head held high, and people are going to feel that shift instantly. This is not about being loud or aggressive. This is about knowing your worth so deeply that you do not need external validation anymore. The universe is literally rewiring your confidence right now, and I can see opportunities opening up because of this new energy you are carrying. People who dismissed you before are going to see you differently, and honestly, some of them are going to regret how they treated you. This queen is passionate, creative, and absolutely unapologetic about who she is, and that is the frequency you are moving into. I am also getting that this transformation is going to affect your career or public life significantly, because this is not just personal growth. This is you becoming a force in whatever field you operate in. The gold and honey part of this reading is connected to this queen energy, because when you own your power like this, abundance flows naturally. Second card is Ten of Cups and Taurus. I need you to understand that emotional fulfillment is coming, but not in the way you might expect. When I see Ten of Cups in a future reading, I usually think happy family and perfect relationships, but the energy here is different. This is about you creating your own version of happiness that might not look like what society told you it should look like. I am sensing that you have had specific ideas about what a fulfilled life means, maybe based on what your family wanted or what you saw growing up. But this card is showing me you are about to discover happiness in unconventional ways. This could mean finding your soul family outside of blood relatives, or building a life structure that people do not understand, but makes you completely content. The brutal outcome part connects here because you might have to disappoint some people or walk away from traditional expectations to reach this Ten of Cups energy. Some folks are not going to get why you are making certain choices, and honestly, their opinions are going to sting at first. But I am seeing you 6 months from now, looking back and realizing that choosing your authentic happiness over people-pleasing was the best decision you ever made. There is also something here about healing family wounds or breaking generational patterns. You might be the first person in your family line to choose differently, and that takes courage. The honey aspect of this reading is this sweet, peaceful energy you are going to feel when you finally stop trying to fit into boxes that were never meant for you. The third card is the Star, and okay, Taurus, this is where I get emotional because this card represents hope and healing after a really dark period. If you have been going through something heavy lately, feeling lost, or like nothing makes sense anymore, the Star is telling you that clarity is coming. This is not just regular hope. This is the kind of renewed faith in life that comes after you have been broken down completely. I am seeing you reconnecting with dreams you had put aside because life got hard, or people told you to be realistic. The Star energy is pure and idealistic, but in the best way, because it reminds you what you are actually working towards. There is also a healing component here that feels very personal and private. Maybe you are dealing with old trauma or pain that nobody knows about, and this card is confirming that your healing journey is going to accelerate soon. I keep getting the message that you need to trust the process even when it feels slow, because the Star works on divine timing, not human timing. The brutal outcome element here is that healing is not always comfortable, and you might have to face some stuff you have been avoiding. But the reward on the other side is this incredible sense of peace and purpose. I am also picking up that creativity or artistic expression could be a major healing tool for you right now. The universe is asking you to stay open to signs and synchronicities because guidance is coming through in unexpected ways. Fourth card is the Empress and Taurus. This is massive because we are talking about manifestation power and abundance on every level. The Empress is about creation, whether that means actual children, creative projects, businesses, or just creating a life you love. What I am seeing here is that you have been in preparation mode for a long time, planting seeds and working behind the scenes, and now those seeds are about to burst through the soil. This is the gold part of your reading showing up clearly, because the Empress does not do scarcity, she operates from overflow. Money, opportunities, love, resources, all of this is going to start flowing toward you, but you need to be ready to receive it. I am getting that some of you have blocking beliefs around deserving good things, and the Empress is here to obliterate those beliefs completely. She is saying, you are worthy, you do deserve abundance, and it is safe for you to have everything you want. The life change aspect is about you stepping into this provider and nurturer role, but for yourself first. You cannot pour from an empty cup, and this card is reminding you to fill yourself up before trying to take care of everyone else. There is also something here about your feminine energy becoming more balanced and powerful. If you have been in your masculine energy too much, pushing and forcing things to happen, the Empress is inviting you to soften and allow things to come to you. This shift in approach is going to change everything about how you experience life. The fifth card is the Magician and Taurus. You need to hear this because you have way more power than you realize. The Magician has all the tools and elements at his disposal and knows how to use them to create whatever he wants. This is you right now, even if you cannot see it yet. I am getting that you have skills, talents, connections, and resources that you have been underutilizing because you did not believe in yourself enough to go big. But that is about to change dramatically. This card is showing me that you are entering a phase where you are going to realize you can literally create anything you put your mind to. The brutal outcome part is that with great power comes great responsibility, and you are going to have to own the consequences of your creations, good and bad. No more playing victim or acting like things just happen to you. The Magician knows he is the architect of his reality, and that is the consciousness you are stepping into. I am also seeing that communication is going to be a superpower for you soon. Whether that means speaking up for yourself, pitching ideas, negotiating, or creating content, your words are going to carry weight and influence. Some of you might be starting a business or launching something into the world, and this card is confirming that the timing is right. You have prepared enough, learned enough, waited enough. Now is the time to take action with confidence. Sixth card is King of Wands, and wow, Taurus. The masculine energy in this reading is really showing up strong, which tells me you are balancing both your feminine and masculine sides beautifully. The King of Wands is a natural leader, visionary, and entrepreneur. This could represent an actual person coming into your life who embodies these qualities, maybe a mentor, business partner, or romantic interest who helps you level up. But I feel this is more about you embodying these King of Wands characteristics. You are becoming someone who takes charge, makes bold moves, and inspires others through your actions. If you have been waiting for permission or approval to go after what you want, this king is telling you that you are the authority in your own life. Nobody else gets to decide what you can or cannot do. The life change connected to this card involves you taking risks that would have terrified you before. I am seeing you making moves that seem crazy to other people, but make perfect sense to you, because you can see the bigger vision. This king is also incredibly charismatic, and I am getting that your personal magnetism is about to go through the roof. People are going to want to be around you, work with you, learn from you. Use this influence wisely, because the King of Wands can sometimes get caught up in his own hype. Stay grounded and remember where you came from even as you rise. The seventh card is the Empress again. And actually, no, wait. I already pulled the Empress. This is position 7. And the card number is 3, which is the High Priestess. Okay, so the High Priestess is coming through, and Taurus. This is about trusting your intuition at a level you never have before. You have always had psychic abilities and strong gut feelings, but maybe you dismissed them or rationalized them away because they did not make logical sense. This card is telling you that your intuition is about to become so loud and clear that you cannot ignore it anymore. I am seeing you making decisions based purely on feeling rather than logic, and those decisions turning out to be exactly right. The High Priestess also represents hidden knowledge and secrets that are about to be revealed. This could mean you discover information that changes your perspective on a situation or person completely. The brutal outcome aspect here is that sometimes the truth hurts, and what you learn might be difficult to process at first. But the High Priestess never reveals anything you are not ready to handle. There is also a spiritual awakening component to this card that feels significant. You might be drawn to studying mystical subjects, developing your psychic abilities, or exploring the deeper meaning of existence. This is not surface-level stuff. This is soul work that transforms you from the inside out. Pay attention to your dreams right now because the High Priestess often communicates through the subconscious realm. Eighth card is the Tower. And okay, Taurus, here comes the brutal part I was sensing in this reading. The Tower represents sudden upheaval, destruction of false structures, and truth being revealed in shocking ways. I am not going to sugarcoat this because that does not serve you. Something in your life that you thought was stable is going to be shaken or removed completely. This could be a relationship, job, belief system, living situation, or anything you have been clinging to for security. The thing about the Tower, though, is that it only destroys what was built on shaky foundations. If something is truly meant for you and aligned with your highest good, it will survive the Tower moment. What falls away was blocking your path to the gold and honey, even if you cannot see that right now. I know this sounds scary, but I am also getting that this Tower moment is something you have been unconsciously calling in, because part of you knows you need a complete reset. You have been playing small, staying in situations that drain you, accepting less than you deserve, and the Tower is the universe saying enough is enough. After the dust settles from this upheaval, you are going to feel lighter and freer than you have in years. The life change here is radical and non-negotiable. You cannot go back to who you were before the Tower, and honestly, you would not want to once you see what is on the other side. Ninth card is 5 of Cups and Taurus. This card is showing me that there is still some grieving you need to do. Even with all the positive energy in this reading, there is loss that needs to be acknowledged and processed. The 5 of Cups represents disappointment, sadness, and focusing on what went wrong rather than what is still available to you. I am seeing that you might go through a period where you feel sorry for yourself or dwell on past failures and missed opportunities. This is actually a necessary part of your journey because you cannot move forward authentically without honoring what you are leaving behind. The brutal outcome connects here because grief does not follow a timeline, and you might be sad about things longer than you think you should be. Give yourself permission to feel everything fully without rushing the process. But here is the important message with 5 of Cups. There are still 2 cups standing behind you in this card representing blessings and opportunities you are not seeing because you are too focused on what spilled. The universe is going to gently redirect your attention to what is still good and possible in your life. This shift in perspective is part of the gold and honey, because gratitude and hope are the frequencies that attract more blessings. The 10th and final card is Queen of Swords and Taurus. This is your outcome card, and it is powerful. The Queen of Swords is sharp, clear-minded, direct, and takes absolutely no nonsense from anyone. After everything you go through in this reading journey, you are going to emerge as someone who values truth above comfort and clarity above confusion. I am seeing you cutting through illusions and getting straight to the heart of matters without hesitation. People who are used to you being soft or accommodating are going to be shocked by this new version of you, because the Queen of Swords does not play games. She asks direct questions, calls out lies, and removes herself from situations that do not serve her without explanation or guilt. The life change here is about you becoming unreachable to manipulation, gaslighting, and emotional manipulation tactics that might have worked on you before. You are developing discernment that protects you from people and situations that are not aligned with your highest good. This queen is also incredibly independent and self-sufficient. You are not going to need validation or approval from others because you trust your own judgment completely. The gold and honey in this final card is the freedom that comes from living in your truth unapologetically. When you stop trying to please everyone and start honoring yourself, life becomes so much simpler and more satisfying. So Taurus, let me bring this all together for you because this reading is absolutely loaded with transformation energy. You are moving from a place of doubt and limitation into complete ownership of your power. The journey involves some brutal truths, necessary losses, and uncomfortable changes. But what awaits you on the other side is genuine abundance, emotional fulfillment, and unshakable confidence. The gold represents material success and recognition you have been working toward. The honey represents the sweetness of living authentically and being surrounded by people who truly value you. This is not a small shift. This is a complete life reconstruction. Everything that does not serve your highest good is going to fall away, and it might feel catastrophic while it is happening. But trust me when I tell you that you are being redirected towards something so much better than what you are leaving behind. The universe is literally clearing the path for your next level, and you need to be brave enough to walk it even when you cannot see where it leads. Your intuition is your guide, your power is your protection, and your truth is your compass. Get ready, Taurus, because your life is about to look completely different in the best possible way. A.